This is just my 91, and I'm here to talk to you guys about Man Called Otto. It is a remake of Man Called Ove, a Swedish 2015 film that cleaned up in the Oscars in 2016. And it is also a new movie from Mark Forster and starring Tom Hanks. So this movie chronicles a grumpy old man who's going through a lot of things, and there's issues behind it. He has a troubled past and lost a lot, and doesn't know how to function, accept things, and accept society for what it is. And frankly, I think a lot of us can relate to that. But how one approaches that and what actions they take speaks more volumes of them than the people around them. If you understand what I'm saying, this movie has a lot of lessons to give and a lot of things to say. And I feel like there's a little bit for everybody in here. This movie, I can almost swear on it, has a lot of clear distinctions from the original source material because, first of all, this movie was made 7 years after the last one was, the original. And a lot of social commentary is in here that is relevant to today. And I feel like that could attract some people in there. I don't know how well this movie's going to do. Opening up next to Megan, which is doing crazy numbers right now, and it's received so freaking well. And when it comes to comedy dramas and these emotional type movies, when it comes to Man Called Otto, I mean, every month, if not every 2 months, you see a movie that kind of tugs on the heartstrings and formulas that's been done before. That being said, there's a crowd for that. I just don't know if everyone's going to be as appreciative of it as, I think it has something to say. That being said, it's not something we haven't seen before. But if it's done well, written well, acted well, all that nice stuff, and I feel like it does what it needs to do. So I enjoyed it. And not just the Tom Hanks factor. There was a whole star-studded cast here. Not really well known in my regard. I have to research a lot of them. But it was genuine. It was nice. It was wholesome, and it really did the job well. So, yeah. And I couldn't help thinking, honestly, most times through the movie, where I'm like, this could be the origin story of Up after the opening sequence and before the pivotal thing of the movie happens, that his house takes flight. And if you haven't seen Up, it's one of the most, like, this sequence, this 5 to 7 minute emotional sequence, is one of the most heart-wrenching things in animation. And of course it came from Pixar. I mean, like, they have a reputation to uphold, right? So I highly recommend checking out that movie as well, especially that 5 minute 7 minute sequence. It's probably online somewhere because it's just so impactful and so intense and absolutely stunning in every sense of the word. So yeah, I did find mirrorings between that movie and that sequence specifically and Man Called Otto in a lot of ways, and I appreciated that. And we saw a little bit more here. We saw what led up to it, what details and elements of a man in pain and how he's dealing with it and all that. I feel like there was so much that this movie had that it was a nice thing to be put on screen. And it was a book beforehand, the original book. I haven't read it, but honestly, if I could get my hands on it, I would try it out. It is very uplifting, and I guess it's great for the holiday season. I know it was a Christmas release originally. It's just going wide right now, so yeah, if it's playing anywhere near you, I'd say check it out if you want. But Megan's also playing, and someone may have told you to check that out instead. It is going to be one of those movies that it's a spoonful of sugar. That's what it is. Have a good one, guys. See you later.